Good afternoon, everyone. No Trick Zone hosting at least 20 different articles. Cosmic rays, clouds, climate change, and cooling temperatures with sunspot activity connection. Winds behaving strangely. We saw zonal winds behaving strangely earlier in the year. Wheeler's drought clock on time again. And everywhere you look in the media right now, it is record rain, Paris, subway, record rain. If it's not rain, it's massive hails that you just don't normally see. Downtown Paris, the size of the hailstones is increasing, and a glimpse into what an atmospheric hail compression event looks like. And join me tonight, Revolution Radio, Studio A, 10 p.m. Thursday nights. We'll have Lee Wheelbarger. We're going to be talking about the same exact things tonight. Zonal winds and atmospheric changes. And this video is brought to you by TrueLeafMarket.com, heirloom and organic seeds for every grow zone on our planet. All the stories tonight are linked below in the description box, as well as links to TrueLeafMarket.com. I'm going to bring you over to No Tricks Zone. New article here, scientists have found the missing link from sunspot activity to cosmic rays, clouds to climate change. It's not one single article, it is a bevy of articles linking out to reports. It is a collage of research pegging cosmic ray increases to decreasing temperatures on the planet, along with volcanic eruptions, and how our Earth's climate goes from decadal and multi-century cycles through global warming and cooling. And the one that's actually making mainstream media news right now on Science Daily talks about when the sun is less active, our Earth receives more cosmic rays, which creates greater cloud cover. They even put a nice graphic inside here. And like I said, it is a compilation of all this same exact topical research here. Goes through total solar irradiance and temperatures on our planet. And we are going into another grand solar minimum. I highly suggest you jump over there and take a look at what we can expect with our climate moving forward. There's going to be fingerprints all over the place looking for the changes in the winds on our planet. I thought I would just bring a few to your attention here. The cooling in earnest has begun, and there's still an enormous amount of conjecture as how quickly it's going to cool or how long of a duration event this is going to be. Is it going to be through 2050 or through 2035? One of the crops going to have difficulty with keeping the same yields that we have now. There's still a lot of unknowns going forward, and I'm doing the best I can to try to bring you the research so you can get prepared, be aware, come at this with understanding, not fear. So let's take a look at what types of events that I'm finding just through the random social media here that the mainstream media is not reporting on. 130-mile-an-hour winds, Mount Washington, highest since 1994. Then earlier in the year, we had these zonal winds behaving very strangely. Actually almost stopping before they recovered. Now, this goes right into Wheeler's drought clock with Peter Temple from World Cycles Institute. He's also showing that civilization ebbs and flows based on solar activity, and how much rainfall there is determines how much economic activity there is, because it determines the yields of our crops. And it's really everywhere you look these days in the social media or even on the mainstream news, there's no longer just steady rainfall that's good for growing seasons. It is absolute flood or it is drought. There's nothing in between any longer, which is really strange. Greece, May 10th, rivers and streets flooding. Australia, all-time record rains May 11th. Just a couple days ago, Paris, downtown Paris, this much hail is falling. Massive floods in the underground, the subway, or the tube stations, whatever you term it, wherever you are on this planet. We got record rains in the United States, record rains across Africa. Giant hailstones. And this is the thing, that the winds are becoming much more ferocious when these weather fronts are meeting, and now the updrafts are, something that's beyond the norm, to say the least. The size of the hailstones that's coming down right now, noticeably different than in the past. I mean, this 20-minute storm did millions and millions of dollars of damage in China. Then we see Texas, historic sized hailstones coming down. Missouri, look at the bouncing hail coming off the pavement, the size of a golf ball. If it's not record floods, it's massive, almost, if we could measure record hailstorms in terms of depths, it's the same occurring across the planet wherever you look. This type of hail accumulation, not normal. But you know what? It's just turned to the normal. May 23rd, hailstorm in Austria. Got hailstorms in India and Himachal Pradesh. Again, it's always this thick ground covering. Hails in Germany. Then we got the hail down in western Spain. We saw late snows in western Spain as well. And now this aerial shot is something spectacular here in Colorado. You can actually see where the clouds started to dump out and they left. I'm going to call this an atmospheric compression hail event, but on the minute scale. And it's so isolated where this is coming down. And then on the other side, that's basically a drought. So we're starting to see the same things matching up with climatic patterns. Massive floods in certain small compressed bands, but on either side, it's drought. Look down in the southeast U.S. Look down in South America. Look in parts of Africa. If it's not flooding like it is in the north in the Sahel, it's drought. Central and Eastern Africa. Unbelievable. It is so diametric right now what's happening with the weather patterns. Things are changing, our atmosphere is changing, our wind patterns are changing, the cosmic rays, both from galactic cosmic rays and what's coming from our sun, are increasing. You see the amount of volcanic eruptions, the particulates in the atmosphere are going to add to the cloud layers. So there's just all these changes happening at the moment, and you really should be aware and start to put two to two together and draw your own timelines out. Like really, you're going to have to start growing your own food and getting prepared for these types of events, because what we're considering normal grow zones are going to start to decrease their yields. You're going to have to supplement somehow, and I really wish you the best of luck. That is why I continue day after day to do this channel. Thanks for watching. Hope you got something out of the video. I encourage you to look for the fingerprints of the grand solar minimum, and you can see it with your own eyes everywhere that you look.